Hi, this is Cuberise, and I have a tip for you about the Enchantment Library and the Library of Alexandria. The Enchantment Library you can make relatively easily, and that's this block here, but you need this block to be able to make the Library of Alexandria. And to do that, you have to go to the end as well as over to a deep dark biome, or actually into taking the portal to the deeper darker dimension. The reason for that is you need to be able to make things like the soul touched skulk shelf, which is this one down here, and make these a deep shelf, or the pearlescent end shelves. There's all kinds of things in here, but these pearlescent end shelf, the draconic end shelf requires end stone. You also need to find and grow some melons to be able to make the melon shelf. And the reason for that is that there are certain things you need to infuse that requires a limited amount of quanta. And the only way to do that and still be able to get up to the levels you need of Eterna and Arcana is to basically subtract out, wow, that was hard to say, some quanta. And the only way to do that, well, the easiest way to do that is with Melon Shelf, which is made with watermelons. So here, if you look, you actually have to be able to do this. You need the Enchantment Library in here. You need Eterna and Arcana to be 100, which they both are. And then you need Quanta. In fact, if you look at it this way, we'll do it this way. To get the Library of Alexandria, you need Eterna and Arcana at 100%. You need Quanta in this very fine range between 45 and 50. So mine is sitting at, right now, if I put this back in here, is at 49.5. So cutting it close. If I was over, I could put in a melon shelf. Take out one of these other ones and put in melon. The other thing you need, obviously, is to get this, which is your infusion, to be able to make the Library of Alexandria, is 100. So other than just killing things, if you have some kind of mob masher grinder, that's a good way to get it. Trading with the villagers is actually also a good way to get experience, and having ways to hold experience either with the like the XP drain that I have here that goes into a tank that has an XP tap, or using an experience holder. Some way to capture experience as you go so that you don't lose your experience if you die, which I do. I don't know how many deaths I've had, but it's been more than a couple because I can't remember how many. So yeah, you definitely want to stash up your experience frequently, because 100 is, well, it's a big number, and it's hard to get that much experience without accidentally, dying in lava or getting blown up by a creeper or any one of a number of other things. So once you have it, there you go. You get it. Library of Alexandria. Why this is nice is, other than the fact it gets all excited, is what this will allow me to do. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to leave it here because this is where I have all the enchanting type related things. And I'm going to come up, well, actually I don't even need to come up because I have this. So I'm going to open up my AE system and I'm going to look for book. So what I can do is for all these books, even the ones that have multiple enchantments on them, I can take these books and just drop them in there, and then you can look at them like Aqua. Let me get something that actually I know I have a lot of. Let's go down to, yeah, fire protection. Here's a good one. So let's take, I've got a whole bunch of fire protection ones. Got a whole bunch. I've got over 100 fire protection 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these in here. Now, the beauty of this, as well as with the Enchantment Library, is that I can go down to my fire protection, and it says here that if you look in the little box that popped up, it says max, I can't come off of it, max level available is 2, and points stored is 36. So if I click on this once, it's a 1. If I click on it again, it's a 2. So I can do that. So I have 2 2s, but I can't get a third. So if I keep clicking on it, it will never go above 2. So let's put those back in. But the beauty of this is I can come to an anvil, I can put my 2 in for the cost of 3, which I probably should not be sitting here with that much experience, but you have fire protection 3. Now if I put the fire protection 3 in, then what will happen is when I go look at fire protection, now it says max level is 3. So I can go 1, 2, 3, and I have a fire protection 3. It takes up as many points as it needs to get there. So if I have a 3, and I take another 3, I can, whoops, put the 3 with the 3 and make a 4. And you can see how much it's going to cost, and so now I make the 4, I put the 4 in, and now with this I have the ability to pull out a max level 4. So when you're doing things, if you have, if you want to mix and match some different machines together, what you can do is you can remove enchantments off of items. You can then load them up into here. You can take them and combine them into higher levels, and then you can pull out the higher levels and put it on your equipment. Normally you'd have to, you know, if you had, say, looting 2 on an item, or fire protection 2 on an item. So if you had fire protection 2 on something, then you could add a fire protection 2 on it again, like if you had it on a chess piece. Fire protection 2 and fire protection 2 makes fire protection 3. But if something happens and that item gets destroyed, fire protection 3 is gone. If you actually, you know, merge things and keep adding them to this, then you can actually get your looting up to a higher level, and it doesn't matter. So if you fill it with a whole bunch of looting 1s, if at some point you put in the higher looting book so it knows it, then you can put in, you know, 1,000 looting 1 books and be able to pull out a looting 3 many times. So the advantage is keep throwing in the little books, and it adds points, and then you can pull out, you know, the highest level possible. So take your time doing this, and absolutely check things out. Like Aqua Affinity doesn't have an Aqua Affinity 2. It's just the 1. In fact, if I look over here, here it is right here. There is no 2, but backstabbing has levels, for example. So you could keep, merging backstabbing all the way up to level 8. There is no level 9. So having that, merging these together and then restoring them before pulling out what you want to use to enchant means that you can always go back and pull out the same enchantment again. So, and you get it to clean it all out of your inventory. So something else to think about. That's it. That's the tip. I will put in my layout here of bookshelves to get to the magic numbers, and yeah, so that you can repeat the process if you're so inclined. Hope you found this useful, and good luck enchanting, and then being able to dump all those books into your Library of Alexandria or your enchantment library. Thank you, and if you did find this useful, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please put them below, and I will do my best to answer them. I do read all the comments, and as I said, I will put the layout for this in the description. So have a good one. Thank you very much. Cuberized out.